What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nikki from TSV TV coming back to you with another one. Alright, y'all, so in today's video we are going to be reviewing the Elgato Stream Deck pedal. We'll be going over some details, some possible uses, how I plan to use it, and then I'll also give you just a wrap up of how I feel about it and give it a rating. Alright, y'all, so the Stream Deck is $89.99. As you can see here, I actually got mine from the Elgato website because it's not readily available anywhere else just yet, but I do think that within the next couple of months it will be a little bit cheaper and you'll probably be able to find it in Best Buy, Micro Center, or Amazon. So once you actually purchase the Stream Deck, it does come very quickly. Just a note, if you are getting it delivered and you're not at the house, you do have to have someone sign for it, and I think that is Elgato's way of just protecting themselves to make sure that you actually got this product, just because it's fairly expensive. But once you do get it, it's simple as plug and play. So once you plug it in, it pops up with just this immediately. As soon as you plug it in, very simple. And if you already have a Stream Deck, then of course you already know how this process works. Elgato Corsair, which owns Elgato, really did a good job of making this just like a super streamlined process. So once you get this plugged up, you just have this desktop here, and you see these three icons for which you can put any of these plugins over here, which would then be controlled by each of the corresponding buttons on the foot pedal. Alright, so let's go over some general uses for how you could possibly use this Stream Deck pedal. So I think the most notable thing is this new Discord plugin that everybody is probably going to be talking about. You're probably going to see several videos on YouTube talking about this one feature. And it's really cool just because it gives you the option to mute and unmute, or press to talk or press to mute, which is something that a lot of people definitely rely on when playing different games with their friends, with their streaming community, whatever it may be, just to have that ability to toggle mute and toggle talk. A lot of people may have used something like this, just a USB pedal. And I mean, yeah, it works fine, but you have to download some other software to pretty much try to use it. Whereas with this, if you have this foot pedal, then you basically get this software. You just download the Discord plugin, and it gives you exactly what you need. So for this one, we're just going to do the press to talk for the middle one. I feel like that would be the easiest. And as you can see here, it's immediately working. So with the pink, it says that I'm talking. So if I'm in Discord, people will hear me talking. And the blue shows that I'm not talking. You can do that, so that's really simple. Alright, so we already have the Discord push to talk here, so now it's me talking. This is muted. So let's go and put something else. So for me, I use Streamlabs OBS instead of just typical OBS Studios. And so let's put in something. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's do something that's very simple, which I think a lot of people use, especially if they're playing music and they're using one PC to stream. So for me, I would probably go with my system. You'll go with system here, multimedia, and let's just do a play and pause. So that definitely does work because the music immediately came out of my speakers. Not too sure if you heard it, but if you did, hey, that's great. If you didn't, don't want to get copyrighted. So that's one good use, to be able to use this left foot pedal to play and pause music, and then also be able to use this middle button for push to talk. Alright, so now that we have the play and pause button for music, and we also have the toggle to talk or push to talk for Discord, let's do something else. I think we will go with Twitch, since that is what I stream on, and we will do create a clip. So for here, we'll just put that over there, and because I'm not live, it actually won't show it, but Stream Deck has this amazing little icon that you can see me dragging around here that basically shows you the plugins for each of the pedals. So the left pedal, the right pedal, and the middle pedal. And even if I were to exit out of Stream Deck, it will still be up, and I can move this around wherever I wanted to. Typically, I would put it on my other screen where I have my Streamlabs open, but for the purpose of this video, we'll keep it right here. And we'll also open Stream Deck back up. But for now, let's focus on this little icon. And as you can see here, it basically shows you that it is working because it goes in as though it's being pushed. This one you can see with the color change, so that's really good to see. And then because I'm not live on Twitch, it puts up this little hey warning button, but you can see that it is doing it. So yeah, that is what I would recommend some people possibly using this Stream Deck pedal for. Let's go into how I would actually use it. So what I would probably use this for is a couple of things. Actually, I would have a default profile, which I would use it for Discord, the actual push to talk, and I would keep that in the middle. Actually, I probably put that on the right side just because it's closer and seems more readily accessible instead of me using either my left foot or moving my right foot over to push the middle pedal. So I will keep that here, and I'll just label this as Discord. And once you do that, you're just putting a title here, and as you can see, it actually pops up in the middle of the button there. But you can adjust that. You can put it at the bottom or the top or the middle, and you can also change the font as well as the size of the font. So let's make it a little bit bigger, and I'll just leave it as Discord because I'm not really going to use this to do anything else in Discord, so that's fine. I now understand exactly what that's for. So yeah, we can do that. Alright, so the next thing I probably would use this for is to switch between my scenes when I'm actually streaming. And I'll put that one in the middle because it's just that. And typically I'm going to go ahead and start on my stream starting screen when I go live. So I don't really want it to do that. But I do want it to switch from stream starting to the game. Right now I'm not typically using the just chatting just yet because I only have about 5 or 6 people in the actual stream at a time. So I just like to go to the game and not have the chat features of the scene pop up yet. I'll just go straight to the game screen, and it pretty much will look like this. So this is what my game screen will look like, where it has the actual game. This is actually what it would look like, where it has the game here and me down here. So with that, I can easily go to stream starting. I can go here, and it goes right to it just by pushing that middle button. So I don't have to come up here and hit my Stream Deck, even though I could. This middle button will really come in handy just by pushing that. So the very last thing that I probably use this for is going to be the music capabilities. Just like I did for the general uses of this, I definitely would be one of the people to use this to basically control my music. Like I said, you can easily go from here and go from the system plugin to multimedia, drag that over. We can replace it for now, and then I'm going to use it as a play and pause, and I'll just label it as music here, and we can make that a little bit bigger because this is the text option here where you have you can make it, in the middle, at the bottom, or at the top. I'm going to put mine in the middle just like the other two here, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. And it really doesn't even matter, especially on this screen. Where it matters is on this little icon here, where we can easily see what each of the the buttons will be responding to, what actions the buttons will do. So now that we have that, let's test it out. So yes, I have music playing. Hopefully you can't hear for copyright reasons again. And that's really simple, and it shows you, just the toggle of the button. We can go to the middle. It goes back to the game, as we can see here. And let's go back, and then we also have the Discord. And I really like just this ease of use and how, all of these, they show you that they're working, whether you're using this actual, keeping the Stream Deck open or just relying heavily on this little icon right here. It just really makes it great for just an ease of use. So all in all, guys, I would absolutely recommend this to everyone just for the ease of setting it up, to the ease of just like using it. I think that Elgato really has something great on their hands instead of using the pedals that a lot of people are using, like I showed earlier on, to do multifunctions and setting that up as like a hotkey. They can essentially use this, which is, I mean, more or less a hotkey in itself, but it's more appealing, it's more aesthetically appealing, and it's easier to use. You don't have to download another software on top of all the other software, especially if you're already using a Stream Deck or um, yeah, so we'll just stick with it. Especially if you're already using Stream Deck, if you have the mini or the bigger versions, then you already just have this installed on your you already have it installed on your computer, so no need to download something else so that you can use those foot pedals that you can easily get from Amazon. I have seen a lot of people use those, from streamers that I watch to people on YouTube showing their setups, but I think this is going to be the way to go in the future. Another thing that I think is going to be super helpful, and what is going to really push forward this pedal for a lot of people to use, whether you're a streamer, whether you're a content creator, whether you're an editor, whether you're like an actual musician, whatever it is, I think it's going to be just the use of additional plugins. So you really do have just like unlimited plugins on the store here. You can literally go from audio to developer tools to monitoring to music to productivity. It's just so many different plugins that you could actually use to make this, to customize this Stream Deck pedal to exactly what you want it to be for whatever program that you're running at the time, or just whatever you're doing. It can just really adapt. You can have different profiles. You can have just so many different ways that this could easily be used and easily adapted to whatever you're doing at the time. So I think that's another thing. But going back to people who stream, I think the one thing that's really going to set them apart is going to be just the Discord plugin. I think that is going to be the absolute win all, end all for all foot pedals from now on. You have to be able to have this Discord plugin. So Elgato really did something here. That is going to be probably the best aspect of this, especially if you're a streamer and you rely heavily on Discord to communicate with your the people that you're playing with, and just ease of use when it comes to that instead of using those foot pedals like I talked about earlier. So yeah, I think that is going to be it. So it's going to be the ease of setup, the ease of use, the additional plugins, and the Discord plugin. So Elgato, you definitely have a 8.5, 9 from me. What do I want to see? I'm not too sure why I'm taking off that point, but not everything's perfect. But this is pretty close. So we'll take the bet. Not an 8.5. We'll say 9, 9.5. So yeah. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for tuning in today to Tech Tuesday. I'll see you guys on another one. Peace.